welcome to the RAINZ CUBE channel. I trust that I have found you in good health. Welcome to our office container where you can work comfortably and efficiently. We are attempting in the forthcoming videos to provide additional information about the projects we are currently working on, and I would appreciate it if we could concentrate in this video on the benefits of RAINZ CUBE containers. I would like to discuss in detail about each point so that all individuals who are interested in metal constructions or modular metal constructions based on containers can be well informed when they realize the efficiency of this system and the fact that it is no longer justified to build with old classical methods like bricks and concrete. It is important for them to understand the advantages of using metal constructions and how this modern approach surpasses traditional building techniques. So I am going to want us to do a quick rundown about those 14 crucial points concerning the advantages of metal constructions and why they are significant in various industries. To begin with, let's address the important aspects of resilience and durability that need to be considered. As you know, when you have a traditional structure, it possesses a certain level of resistance to seismic activity. When discussing a metal structure, the seismic resistance is maintained until the degrees on the Richter scale exceed a certain threshold of intensity. So, when it comes to earthquake resistance, you never have to worry, you never have to think twice when it comes to a construction made from such a container. Because we don't have a ceiling, we don't have heavy objects above our heads. The ceiling might break or the upper floor might come crashing down and so on. So this problem does not exist. And we are talking about durability as well. However, when discussing the weight of this type of construction, it is 50% lighter compared to a brick or concrete construction and 30% lighter compared to a wooden house or building. The weight reduction makes it a more efficient and practical choice. This lightweight construction offers advantages in terms of transportation, installation, and overall structural integrity, without compromising on durability or safety. Another aspect that sets this type of construction apart from the others is the relatively simple and straightforward manufacturing process it entails. When I say this, making it relatively easy doesn't mean it's extremely simple, but these tasks don't fall on the client's shoulders. We take care of it. We start by making a sketch, the specifications, what the client wants, and then we move on to the execution so that the client simply doesn't have to worry about all kinds of teams of craftsmen and so on, and they don't end up with an unfinished construction. We have another important point that represents fire resistance. Just these days we had a client who came by and wanted a special construction because he wasn't getting approval from the fire department. Because not all elements are fireproof. Well, I want you to know that achieving the highest level of fire resistance is not possible for all elements. Fire resistance is achieved through container-based constructions and in accordance with the specifications of the ISU International Standards for Units. The ISU represents a metal structure with sandwich panels that contain either polyurethane foam or mineral wool. This type of structure is considered the most reliable form of fire-resistant construction. So here we have an extremely important point. Following that, it is related to the inherent ability of the metal structure to resist pests and insects automatically. We can't say that we have a wooden structure, we have to treat the wood, or there can be infiltrations in certain points of the structure. All sorts of pests and insects can hide, so this problem is non-existent in the case of this type of structure. Another very important advantage of this structure is the mobility of the construction. The fact that you can give him a question in the country, let's say a container in which we are currently located, has the destination office. We can change its destination, we can add another module, we can turn it into a little house, we can take it from where we are right now, take it somewhere in the mountains and dress it up with wood on the outside, turn it into a cabin. There are a whole bunch of alternatives and possibilities. Practically, the possibilities are unlimited, both in their configuration and in their mobility. The fact that we can take them wherever we want, even in extremely hard to reach places. Places where a car might not be able to climb, A crane might be able to climb and position a container wherever you want. You can even put it in a tree if you want it to be in a sturdy enough tree. Good, let's move on. Point 7 signifies the avoidance of delays and costs resulting from the employment of unprofessional craftsmen. As you know, I'm sure many of you have some experience, whether it's big or small, with construction work. We have all most likely participated at some point in our lives, at the very least with a bucket of mortar, or assisted someone who was occupied constructing their own house. It is a common experience that many of us have encountered in one way or another. It is a significant issue when you desire to undertake a traditional construction project because you encounter various unreliable teams, there is a lack of warranty for the work, and so forth. There are all sorts of delays that occur along the way, people who leave even with the advance payment, even with the money. And we try to avoid all these situations in such a way that there is no kind of problem from the client's side, the client to receive the final product, without experiencing any headaches, without making phone calls to a total of 15 teams. From the beginning, you want customization, compartmentalization, specific window dimensions. We do these in the initial phase, where we create the technical specifications of the project, and then during the time we evaluate and agree upon, we deliver the final product. Not to mention that you also get a warranty, meaning RAINZ CUBE is the only company in the country that offers a lifetime warranty on the structural integrity. In order to ensure the longevity of these modules, we apply a minimum of 4 layers to all weld points during the construction process. By doing so, we make certain that these modules are built to last and can withstand the test of time. I'd like to talk about point 8, high energy efficiency. This is a really important aspect, which many of our clients who have at least come here to the office container have been able to observe. To start, we utilize a 2 kilowatts convector for winter heating. It remains operational for a period of 30 minutes, following which it is deactivated for a duration of 6 hours. We have an extraordinary heat. You lose a maximum of 1 degree per hour. In the context where it's 0 degrees outside, -1 degree, we did a test and we're going to make another video on this topic. At a time when you simply don't have any source of heat, you only lose 1 degree, which represents a fascinating efficiency from my point of view. I have tested this on other types of constructions and the difference was like night and day. We have a new deadline, a very tight deadline. Yes, if we are going to compare it to the amount of time it typically takes to construct a house manually, we are talking about a significantly shorter duration of time. The difference in time between our deadline and the time required to build a house manually is quite substantial. Point 10 represents the add-on options, which are things that can be added in direct collaboration with our company without the need to contact other companies for assistance. And here we're discussing solar panels for heating, photovoltaic panels for electricity generation. There are numerous customers who are highly enthusiastic about this particular type of construction in areas where they do not have access to electricity, and that is when achieving energy independence becomes incredibly important or even exceptionally important. If the customer wants, for example, a septic tank, we can also add it or even implement a smartphone system with a wide range of alerts, video monitoring and so on, in such a way that when you have a construction like this completed, we will also make a few videos. You can automate a lot of things and carry out numerous tasks automatically. Besides the security aspect, the fact that you can see who comes to your door, receive alerts on the camera and so on. You'll have a motion sensor, a perimeter sensor, positioning in certain areas, smart outlets, smart bulbs, in a manner that allows you to be aware that even if it provided assistance, for example, the light bulb illuminated or an electrocardiogram device was connected, when you departed from your residence, you have the ability to access the internet through the application and deactivate that device if you require a smart socket. We are capable of performing all of these tasks at RAINZ CUBE. Therefore, to put it in a certain way, Please do not cease to allow your imagination to roam freely when the topic of discussion is a container house. Good. Point 11 represents prices with a 50% discount compared to the prices of bricks and concrete materials available in the market. Here's a clarification specifically speaking about the fact that in the context of the pandemic and material crisis that we are currently facing, prices up everywhere, INCL, in context of higher construction material prices leading to iron price hikes. And so this report continues to hold, but automatically the prices are no longer the same as last year. That's why we urge customers, if they get an offer from us, to act swiftly, to commit to no renegotiation, to recalculate prices after 1, after 2, after 3. The best thing is to be voted, to act at that moment, because prices don't go down, they go up, and then you better make up your mind faster, the sooner the better. Let's talk about point 12 now. The fact that these constructions are eco-friendly and generate 80% less waste than traditional constructions. We have point 13 for those interested in pursuing their studies and so on, the study of recordings. We have a much more efficient acoustic in this type of construction. And point 14, specially contributed by us, the RAINZ CUBE team, is the lifetime warranty on the structural integrity, which in my opinion represents peace of mind, meaning that when you lay your head on the pillow, you know that you will have a lifetime warranty on this type of construction, which is very important. I am attempting to keep this video from being excessively long. If you have any inquiries or undertakings you wish to begin, we are anticipating a message at the WhatsApp number shown, or you can reach us straightforwardly by means of phone. Or if you have any other questions, we'll try to answer them here on YouTube, come up with some other interesting videos. Thanks for watching, a like and a subscribe, and I hope to see you in good health next time.